Welcome to the Meet the Tutor evening. My name is Mrs Maguire and I'm form tutor for M7. A little reminder here of our ethos as a school, which is that we aim to be more than just a school, to support and guide our students in every aspect of their development, not just their academic development. Some of you, I know, will have children who come home from school full of what they've done in the day, and others perhaps have children who come home who just shrug and tell you they didn't do very much during the day. So we have put together a video for you to have a look at, just to highlight the sort of things that our Year 7s are getting up to in a normal school day. You can find the link for this on the school website if you wish to have a look at it. As form tutor for M7, I am the first point of contact for pastoral issues. Anything that you want me to know, any worries or concerns that you have, then you feel free to contact me either via email or telephone. As a form tutor, I will get to know the students really well over the next 5 years. Ideally, we will stay with the same form tutor and same students for the full 5 years that they are at school. And I'm one of 11 form tutors with our Year 7 students at the moment. We get to know the students really well, and as I said, and our role is to celebrate and encourage and guide the students through the next 5 years, to celebrate their successes, but also at times perhaps to guide them or even sanction them for when they're not getting things quite right. So perhaps if they're not working in a way that is beneficial to their learning, or perhaps they're forgetting equipment, then it's our role there to guide them and put them back on the right path as well. In terms of how we deliver our sessions as form tutors, we will meet with the students every morning for 30 minutes. We welcome them in. We're usually here before they arrive in the morning. And once we start the morning, we register and check the student bulletin, which has got any news and information that pupils might need. We will check that students have the equipment that they need. They should have a pencil case and a reading book, and of course at the moment they should be bringing a mask to school with them as well, and then we check that they're wearing their uniform correctly. Okay. The rest of the morning is then spent either on form time activities or delivering PSHEE. So on a Monday, we have assembly. Normally, students would go off to the hall and have assembly delivered by Miss Boone, head of year. At the moment, those assemblies are delivered virtually, and so the students receive them in the classrooms. Tuesday is our hour-long PSHEE lesson. That's personal, social, health, economic education. Wednesdays, we do silent reading. Thursdays, we're doing something called Register and Read, which is when we share a text with the students that neither I've seen before or them, and then we discuss it. What do we think the text means? What do we think is going to happen next? And we spend that time exploring different texts. Fridays is enrichment. We have a 3-week rota where form tutors move around, so your son or daughter will be taught by a different form tutor, and they could be doing all sorts of activities, from logic puzzles to art to exploring space, not literally, of course. In terms of what we're doing in PSHE at the moment, we do follow a timetable of themes. So last term we were looking at friendship issues, anti-bullying and mental health. This half term we're looking at careers, aspirations and money. And you can see on the slide what we will be following through in the rest of this year. Time to think about our school values. You might have heard your son or daughter talking about our 3 Bs. Okay, so what are the 3 Bs? They are: be positive, be respectful, and be your best. And this is the minimum that we are expecting of our students. They are rewarded for meeting these expectations in their lesson. At the end of each lesson, the teacher will award them points for their 3 Bs. This includes form time, so registration time and PSHE lessons. So there's the potential for them to be winning up to 4 points every day. There are all sorts of different achievement points that we can award them as well. We like to encourage our students to be doing their best. So the 3 Bs are the minimum we expect, where they are being their best, being positive and being respectful in their lessons. Other achievements for which we'll reward them with varying numbers of points. Good work for reading, for some extraordinary work. Sometimes students do so well, we want to call home and let parents know how well they're doing. Positive referrals and postcards of praise are worth another 5 points. Good attendance, being a community hero, or even a head teacher commendation, which can win students up to 50 points. We like to celebrate what our students are doing well, and we can do this in various different ways. We would normally have end-of-term achievement assemblies where prizes are given out for excellence in all sorts of different ways. All subjects will nominate students who have been working really hard and trying particularly well in their lessons. When time permits, or times permit even at the moment, there are social events and trips organised for students to celebrate, letters and phone calls home, achievement postcards. We have a Year 7 notice board that celebrates successes, along with weekly assemblies and many other rewards that students can earn. We have a really rich extracurricular offer here at Kesgrave High School. Sadly, at the moment, of course, because of the COVID-19 situation, extracurricular clubs are not running. However, when we're able to run these again, they will be advertised on the website and on the form notice board as well. There are usually clubs going on both before school, during lunchtime, and after school in just about every aspect so the subjects you can imagine: dance, drama, sport, music, ICT, games, space, science, lots of different things going on to suit lots of students. We really encourage students to attend these issues. They can be incredibly enriching for students. We have a house system here at Kesgrave High School. There are 5 houses with 2 forms per year group in each house. They are Barder, Hillary, Keller, which is tucked away behind the picture of me there, Nuffield and Royal. M7 are a Barder form. Okay? And we again have awards and house points that can be won to support winning the House Cup at the end of the year. Okay? There are half-term sports competitions. There are also what we call the Wandering Trophy Challenges, which involve all sorts of non-sports activities. The one last term was to draw a picture using only a pencil and paper of Miss Boone, our head of year, and there were some wonderful and entertaining pictures submitted for that. All the achievements are recorded on our Firefly and count towards the house point in total. Okay, the culmination of this is usually our sports day in the summer term. Most of the information that I've talked to you about, you'll be able to find in the student handbook, a copy of which was given to your children when they started at the beginning of the year. I mentioned earlier that I should be, as form tutor, the first point of contact for any worries, concerns, or information you want to pass on. So I want to take a moment just to let you know how you can contact us. You can use the student handbook to send notes if you wish to. There's lots of information on the school website, including how to contact us. Otherwise, by email or telephone call to the school. If you've got a serious pastoral issue that you wish to talk to someone about, then if you can't contact the form tutor or you think you need to speak to someone else within the school, then in the first instance you should contact Miss Boone, who's our head of year, or Mr. Austin, who is the student support officer for Year 7. If your concern or query is regarding a subject specifically rather than pastoral care, then please contact the subject teacher directly or our SEN coordinator if your issue is regarding special educational needs. So we've talked about what we're doing here at school to help your child make the most of their time. I just wanted to take a moment to consider things that you might be able to do at home to help support them as well. Obviously, what we're striving for is young people who are confident and able to organise themselves, but a helping hand is always valuable to start off with. if you can help your child to make sure that they are organised, that they've got their bag packed with the right equipment, that they've got their uniform ready and they're wearing the correct uniform. Of course, breakfast is so important to get them through the day, and they need at the moment to have their packed lunch with them and a drink. It's really helpful to students to develop a homework schedule and a routine so that they get into a regular pattern of doing the work. We do have a homework club here at Kesgrove School, which is running at the moment. That is on a Tuesday after school, where students can come along and have some help and support with completing their homework. All homework tasks are logged on Firefly by subject teachers, so you should be able to view the homework that your child is expected to do. We would really encourage students to read both in school and at home. We'd also welcome encouragement with extracurricular activities, especially when these are available. Again, obviously that's difficult at the moment. And we would also really recommend that mobile devices are left downstairs at bedtime, that students are not taking them with them at night. With regard to uniform, we do have high expectations of what students should be wearing at school. You can find details of the correct uniform both in the student handbook and on the school website. Uniform can be purchased from COES or PMG and is checked daily by the form tutor with regular checks by heads of year and senior staff. If you have any issues with uniform, please do feel free to get in touch with us and discuss them. Lastly, I wanted to talk to you about both the CTL and ATH scales. CTL stands for Commitment to Learning, and ATH is Attitude to Homework. They're 4-tier scales, and you can find the descriptors for these in the handbook and again on the website. Data checks take place 4 times a year. You should already have had data home for October, and in that your child would have been given a grade for their CTL, which is how well are they applying themselves, how well are they committed to their learning, and then a separate grade for the attitude to homework. Are they doing their homework? How much effort are they putting into it? Is it the best that it can be? This data is used both to reward students who are doing really, really well, and also it can lead to monitoring where students perhaps are not meeting the expectations of their subject teachers. That brings to an end the information I wanted to share with you tonight. Thank you very much for listening. Any questions that you have, do please feel free to get in touch. Thank you and good night.